Chair now recognizes the gentleman from Florida, Mr. Ross.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director Cordray, I want to talk to you about payday loans or advanced products, deferred presentment providers. How do you feel about those particular products?
About payday loans?
Yes.
So, as with all small dollar loans, and there's different ways of providing it, car title loans, pawnbrokers, other things, they are a mechanism for credit that some people find absolutely necessary to meet particular situations. They are often a very high-cost loan, and we did a white paper that we brought out in the spring that analyzed this market pretty carefully. I think, some.
Let me ask you about that white paper, the April 24th white paper of this year. The data, the detail of the data that you utilized for that, have you released any of that yet?
We did publish the paper.
But the data upon which the paper relies and the data that you collected to write the paper, have you released any of that?
I'm not certain that we can. So there's
why can't you? Well, there's not a Privacy Act out there that prevents you. What privilege would you assert to prevent?
What we're talking about is business information. There may be proprietary and trade secret issues there.
But did it
there may be that it was provided to us in confidence on the understanding it wouldn't be published, could affect the competitive position of the companies. There's just some concerns.
But did it take into consideration just one-time user of a payday loan as opposed to a frequent or repetitive user of a payday loan?
We did, in fact.
Did it take into consideration all states and their programs that they have here?
We did, in fact. Yes.
The website that you have on payday loans has a particular graphic that says, would you take a taxi across a cross-country trip, and it discusses the median loan, payday loan of $350, the median number of transactions per year is 10. The data, or the conclusions here is based on the data from your white paper? Is that?
I believe so, yes.
Well, don't you think that the integrity of your report, the white paper itself, is going to be somewhat tarnished as a result of not disclosing the data?
Look, we can't always disclose the data. What we can do is analyze it and provide the conclusions.
But, okay, so it's my understanding you are going to refuse to disclose the data.
Actually, I'll have my staff get back to you on that.
Thank you.
But there are proprietary trade secret issues.
I understand that.
Competitive issues.
That
Some
being
companies
redacted,
could be harmed by disclosing that data. You would not want that. I would not want that.
I agree with you. But you would also agree, though, that there is a market out there for payday loans that is not being met by traditional bank or lending institutions.
There is a market for payday loans, multi-billion-dollar market.
Yes.
There are other ways to meet that demand, too.
If we overregulate the good players to where they get out of the market, where is the demand going to go? Most likely it will go offshore. Most likely it will go on the Internet. You're not going to eliminate the demand just because you eliminate the supply.
There's actually data on that, because there are 13 states that basically bar payday loans because they don't allow lending above 36% rate of interest, which is a pretty healthy rate of interest.
Good point. And I want to talk to you about a great state that deals with payday loans, because when I was in the legislature in Florida, we addressed this. We have by far the best regulatory scheme. We address every issue, and I would ask you to please take a look at how we addressed Florida. And if I might just share with you.
Actually, I could help you on that. Drew Breakspear is your current superintendent of banking, and he provided us with their staff. After we did our white paper, they took the data and analyzed it for Florida in particular and provided us with that so we could see how those provisions you're talking about are unique.
And how did that turn out? Do you recall?
It was similar results to what we had in our report, maybe slightly better numbers in some respects because of some of the rollover and other types of constraints in Florida. But it was an interesting analysis, and it was a good example of how they could use our approach, analyze their own data, provide it to us, and then we could have a comparison. It was very helpful.
Well, for example, I mean, in your warning here that you say that the median fees paid were more than $457, repeat borrowing often results in a cycle of debt. Typical APR on a $350 loan is over 300% based on your report. Now, if you look at Florida, Florida limits their borrow to $500 per loan. Yep. They may only have one outstanding at a time. Yep. The maximum fee, the interest rate is 10% plus a $5 verification fee. I wish that was as good on my credit cards. They even have to wait 24 hours after they pay off the loan before they can go get another loan. The minimum loan is 7 days, the maximum is 31 days. All I'm suggesting to you is that there's a system that works, it works effectively, it meets a market demand, and I would only ask, please, that you would take a look at that and use that as your model as you go into the payday loan.
I thank you. And actually that Florida data was very helpful in making comparison and helping us make judgments about what may work or not work around the country. And I just want to emphasize this point again. Without the data, we can't have any idea what to do about this product. We have to have that data, and Florida provided it. We have our own, and it's very, very helpful to getting this right.
Thank you.
Thank you.